George Ranch Longhorns Friday Night Lights 2014. Game number 10. The Calhoun Sandcrabs travel to Traylor Stadium to take on the George Ranch Longhorns. George Ranch Longhorns Friday Night Lights 2014 is produced by Jerry Toots. Always believe. The Longhorns get the ball to start the game, but face a 3rd and 7 from their 21. When a completed pass is broken for the first down. On the next play, the Longhorns line up 1st and 10. Tabone hands off to Xavier Marks. 2 crushing blocks. Clears the way. And Xavier is off to the races. The Longhorns score on the 4th play of the game and go up on the Sandcrabs 6-0. Toronto lines up the extra point and it splits the uprights, making the score Longhorns 7 and Sandcrabs 0. The Sandcrabs get the ball after the touchdown and move down the field. On 1st and 10, they get the ball, but the option is snuffed out by the Longhorns. The Sandcrabs line up and on 2nd down, a fullback dive up the middle gets about 2 yards. Facing a 3rd and over 10 yards, the Sandcrabs line up. The quarterback goes back for a pass, but is sacked by the Longhorns, setting up a 4th and long. After 6 plays on offense, the Calhoun Sandcrabs punt the ball down the field. When it is muffed by the Longhorns, fumbled, and the Sandcrabs recover. The Sandcrabs have the ball in point-blank range. The quarterback pitches out to the right. The running back cuts to his left and goes into the end zone untouched, putting the Sandcrabs on the scoreboard. The Sandcrabs line up for the extra point, and it is good. The score is knotted up with 6:31 left in the first quarter, 7-7. The Longhorns get the ball after the touchdown, move it to around midfield. And on 1st down, Tabone does a screen pass to Darius Anderson, who breaks around the corner, skips a tackle, and gets down to about the 20-yard line. On the very next play, the ball is snapped to Tabone, who fakes the handoff, runs up the middle, and goes untouched into the end zone. The Longhorns score the 2nd touchdown of the night and go up 13-7. The Longhorns line up for the extra point, and Toronto's kick is G-O-O-D good. The Longhorns now lead 14-7 with 4:06 left in the first quarter. The Sandcrabs get the ball after the 2nd Longhorn touchdown and move it to around midfield. They face a 3rd and 3 when the pitch is intercepted by the Longhorns. The Longhorn defense creates a turnover, giving George Ranch the football. The Calhoun Sandcrabs force the Longhorn offense into a punt. The second quarter starts with the Sandcrabs with the ball. On 2nd down, the ball is fumbled, and the Longhorns recover. On 2nd down, the Longhorns line up on offense. The ball is snapped. A sweep to the left. The Longhorns run around the left but are stopped. And then the ball is pickpocketed by the Sandcrabs. Number 21 runs down to about midfield. The Sandcrabs have the ball. The Longhorn defense forces the Sandcrabs to 3 plays and a punt. The Longhorns get the ball back on offense. Tyler Guidry launches the ball, and Xavier Marks makes a leaping catch. The Longhorns score their 3rd touchdown of the night. The Longhorns line up for the extra point. It's down, and it is G-O-O-D good. The Longhorns now take a commanding 21-7 lead. The Sandcrabs get the ball after the third Longhorn touchdown. Move the ball across midfield. The quarterback's trying to throw the ball. He attempts to throw it away, but the Longhorns intercept the ball. The Longhorn offense gets the ball back. On first down, the Longhorns have the ball after the interception. Timon gets the ball, looks deep, and launches the ball in the air and finds Marcellus Baker wide open. Marcellus Baker breaks the tackle and runs down inside the 10-yard line. The Longhorns have the ball on the 2-yard line after a great catch and run by Marcellus Baker. The Sandcrab defense forces a 3rd and goal from the 5. Timon launches the ball up and it's caught by Quentin Morris. The Longhorns score their 4th touchdown of the night. The Longhorns line up for their 4th extra point of the night. The ball is snapped down and it is blocked. It's no good. The score is now Longhorns 27 and Calhoun 7. The Sandcrabs get the ball and drive down to the 13-yard line. With 2 seconds left in the second quarter, the Sandcrabs line up for a field goal, but it is hooked to the left. The second quarter ends with the score, Longhorns 27 and the Sandcrabs 7. George Ranch Longhorn Friday Night Lights 2014 is sponsored by the George Ranch Athletic Booster Club, making George Ranch Athletics the best, the Athletic Booster Club. And the George Ranch Longhorn Lariats, giving halftime more power, it's the Lariats. And the Always Believe Scholarship, inspiring George Ranch students to always believe, the Always Believe Scholarship. The Calhoun Sandcrabs get the ball to start the third quarter. They mount a 7-play drive that results in a Calhoun touchdown. The Calhoun Sandcrabs get the ball in the third quarter and cross the goal line. The extra point makes it Calhoun Sandcrabs 14 and George Ranch Longhorns 27. The Longhorns get the ball after the Calhoun touchdown, but face up 4th and 3 from midfield. The Longhorns decide to go for it. The ball is snapped. Timon runs to his right, pitches to Joshua Scruggs, who gets around the corner and runs down the field, giving the Longhorns a first down. On the next play, Timon keeps the ball, runs to his left, breaks a tackle, gets around the corner, and runs down the field, but steps out of bounds around the 10-yard line. 2 plays later, the Longhorns line up on the 2-yard line. Joshua Scruggs dodges tackles and gets across the goal line. The Longhorns score again. The Longhorns line up for the extra point, and Toronto splits the uprights. The score is now Longhorns 34 and the Calhoun Sandcrabs 14. The Sandcrabs are now down by 3 touchdowns. They get the ball, try to run up the middle, but there's no place to run for the Calhoun quarterback. On second down, the Sandcrabs line up. They try run to the right, but the quarterback is stopped again for little or no gain. The Calhoun Sandcrabs now face a 3rd and 7. They try run to the right, but the runner stopped by the Longhorn defense, forcing a Sandcrab punt. The Calhoun Sandcrab defense forces a 3-and-out by the Longhorns. This pitch and sweep. Number 7 gets around the corner and crosses midfield. The fourth quarter starts with the Calhoun Sandcrabs having the ball. They keep driving down the field. Number 6, the quarterback, keeps the ball, spins around a Longhorn tackler, and crosses the goal line. The Calhoun Sandcrabs line up for the extra point, and it is good. The score is now Longhorns 34 and Calhoun 21. Down by 2 scores, the Sandcrabs try an onside kick. An excellent bounce rolls right into the Calhoun Sandcrabs. They get the ball back. 5 plays later, the Calhoun Sandcrabs have the ball on the 3-yard line. They run the ball up the middle and cross the goal line. The Sandcrabs are back in the game. It's 27-34. The Sandcrabs line up for the extra point, and it is good. The score is now Calhoun Sandcrabs 28 and the Longhorns of George Ranch 34. Fearing another onside kick, the Longhorns line up close to the 10-yard limit, but the ball is kicked deep and stops before the goal line. The Longhorns try to return the ball, but are pinned deep in their own end. The Longhorns face a 3rd and 4 right off the bat. The ball is given to Scruggs, who gets around the right corner, breaks 2 tackles, and gets a first down for the Longhorns. 3 plays later, Timon gets the snap. He hands it off to Xavier Marks. Great blocks clear the way, and Xavier runs down the sideline to about the 35-yard line. The Longhorns face a 3rd and 5 from about the 15-yard line. Timon fakes the handoff, runs up the middle, dodges some tacklers, and crosses the goal line. The Longhorns put up another 2-score lead, going up over the Sandcrabs 40-28. The Longhorns decide to go for 2 points. They run the ball, pitch the ball to Joshua Scruggs, but he can't cross the goal line. The Calhoun Sandcrabs stop the extra point, making the score George Ranch 40, Calhoun 28. The Sandcrabs don't give up, and they drive the ball down inside the 20-yard line, but face a 4th and 5. The quarterback tries to keep the ball. He fumbles, and the ball is turned over on downs. The Longhorn defense comes up big and stops the Sandcrabs. The Longhorns then go into victory formation and drain the clock down to 0-0-0. The Longhorns win their 9th game of the season and go undefeated in District 24-5A. The Longhorns are the district champs.
Always believe. Always believe. Always believe. Always, baby. Always believe. Always believe.
Sandcrabs 28. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all these players have come in a fine, well-played ball game.
Always believe.
And good luck. Always Calhoun and George Ranch as they enter the
Always believe, baby.
playoffs.
Always believe, baby. Always. Always believe. Always believe, baby. Always believe. Always believe. Always believe, baby. Always believe. Always believe. Always believe, baby. Always believe. Always believe.
For the 2nd year in a row, the George Ranch Longhorns are the undefeated District 24-5A champions. Next week, 24-5A versus 23-5A by district playoffs will feature these following games.
What is this? Right here?
Always believe. Always believe.
Always believe. Always believe. Always believe. Always believe. Always believe. Always believe. Always believe.
This has been George Ranch Longhorn Friday Night Lights 2014. It's produced by Jerry Toots. Always believe.